On the second day of Advent, my true love gave to me another episode of the Master of Hoppets Grand Advent Calendar.
You should be in the X Factor.
It's the second of Advent. Let's light the candles from last year. Ow. So we're surprising Henrik.
Oh, another time.
And today we're pairing this with some pastry.
Some norske kleiner.
Yes. So, la 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 la.
More gifts for me. Am I not
la,
lucky?
la, la.
Whoa! What? What is that?
Read.
I can't. What? Christmas hot. Ooh.
Hot what?
Hot. I can't.
It says Coco.
Coco.
Not hot. Ooh.
Couldn't see it. Hot cocoa. Okay.
Read here on the back.
Okay, so it's hot.
Who's it by?
So it's Omnipollo. Hot stout. So it's should we have?
We need to warm this.
We need to warm this. What? Varm som gløgg. Heat up. Do not boil. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
So we're pairing a pastry stout with pastries.
With pastries.
And a whiskey that I'm supplying, a small sample whiskey of Glengoyle's 15-year Scotch whiskey matured in sherry barrels, or finished in sherry barrels.
So this is a gløgg beer.
Yes.
Okay.
So what is going to happen now is I'm going to go heat this up. And I'm going to be back and we're going to serve this Omnipollo Hot Stout, which is an Imperial Stout with, I think it's chocolate and marshmallows.
Okay.
Pastry Stout, 11%.
I've never had a hot one before.
And this one is from Beerdome.
Okay.
So thanks a ton to Beerdome for the beer. They supplied this one for the calendar. And they might have supplied a couple more. But let's get this heated up. Oh, on the second day of Christmas, I brought you some hot stout. Did you find out info about the beer? No?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But, I mean, there actually isn't that much. Cocoa, vanilla, hint of sweetness, creamy, complex beer, dessert in a glass.
It says it's made with cacao nibs, vanilla, and marshmallows.
Yeah.
So that's it. And it says it's good for drinking until May or something.
But is it new? Is it from this year?
Yeah, it's new.
Yeah.
I think the good until May might be a whiff, spin on the julen var lige påske in Danish. Maybe they have a similar saying in...
So the Christmas lasts until Easter.
There's a song in Danish that says Christmas lasts until Easter. It will be interesting if these glasses will be heat resistant.
You'll find out now, I guess.
We'll find out. So,
just exploding hot cocoa.
Drink the water liquids. Oh shit! Should I try and pour on camera?
Yeah, let's do it.
Just to show people this is actually hot and heated.
This is actually hot.
Wow. But it has a head still. Holy crap! I did not get all the CO2 out.
What is going on right now?
Oh, it smells good.
Have you ever tried like hot stout before?
No.
This is your first time as well.
Yes. And you just heat it gently so that it does not boil, so you have all the goodies.
I mean, you always want the alcohol, right?
I've made gløgg many times, so I know how the drill works. Yeah. But in Denmark and Scandinavia,
how the drill works.
In Norway, and that's also
Scandinavia. You can smell it. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, you can really smell it now. It fumes up the room.
It smells like, it does smells like
hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
It fumes up the room. Well, in Denmark, and also Germany, Sweden, Norway, a lot of Scandinavia, it's common to drink mulled wine. Also England, you heat the wine. I love it. Some are better than others. If you want to make it yourself, again, a high quality brand. Because in Denmark, there's a lot of shitty extracts.
Yeah.
People buy the cheapest red wine, they mix it with an extract, and then it's tastes mulled and spiced. But this is not trying to taste spiced. This is trying to taste like hot chocolate.
Yeah.
So definitely
but
hot.
I do like that actually do say warm som gløgg. I mean, it doesn't say that it is gløgg. It just says that it's warm.
It's a fun little marketing gimmick. I don't think I've ever drunk a stout this hot. This is very warm.
You can get all the complexities in this one.
Yeah, you can see. I don't know if you can probably not see it on camera, but the glass is fogging up, and you've got fumes coming out of the glass.
That's interesting.
So
okay, let's see if we can even.
I mean, one thing that gets in your nose is alcohol and vanilla.
Yeah,
alcohol I did not boil this. I've warmed it very gently. But you can't help that some of the alcohol will start to evaporate.
You get some roastiness as well.
Yeah, roasted malt actually shines a lot, and some of the bitterness of roasted malt.
You can hear the girls.
Yeah, you can hear the girls. That's got to be the charm of these videos. That's how it's going to be forever.
Until they move out in 18 years.
No.
Hopefully they're never going to move out.
Yeah. Cherry, toasty, chocolatey, vanilla, but alcohol as well. But the alcohol is because it's hot, I think.
But you get a lot of maltiness.
Yeah, it's very malt driven, roasty and like chocolatey.
But wow.
We should try it.
This heat is very intense.
Yeah, it's much more intense.
Yeah, all right.
I prefer stouts not heated.
I think I agree with you.
We should have tried this before we heated it.
I think we should as well. I mean, it's interesting.
I had a small sip of the can when I was pouring it in. I couldn't help myself. And it was like a sweet, fudgy, vanilla chocolate beer. It was a pastry stout, basically. And now that you've heated it, it's still a pastry stout. It just accentuates the bitterness of the malts more.
Yeah.
The alcohol is more accentuated.
Yeah.
You do get the vanilla. Maybe it will be better as it cools in the glass. I don't know.
Maybe you
it's a fun gimmick.
Too much. I don't know.
Also, maybe I heated it too much, but it says without boiling it didn't boil. I just stopped when it started smoking.
Oh yeah.
That's usually what you do with glögg, right? You just stop until it starts. Just when it starts smoking, then you stop. That's what I did, just to make sure that,
I think this would have been better cold.
Or at least just cellar temp.
Yeah.
But actually, the more I drink it, the more I think it's palatable. So maybe we start pairing it Here we go.
Thank you. Well, this is the Omnipollo style, isn't it?
Here we go.
I mean, Omnipollo also
Omnipollo pastry style.
With something in the fucking glass.
Omnipollo Kleiner style glögg beer.
Kleiner
oh yeah.
style.
Dunk it like a donut. That ruined. I think it ruined the pastry. Just and make the pastry taste a bit alcoholic. Oh, this is not Kleiner. This is a pastry that we have in Denmark. That's probably from Norway. We make Kleiner. It's a fried pastry in Denmark, but the traditional Danish is smaller. It's very hard and crummy. The Norwegian one is kind of like a donut.
It's soft. Yeah.
And there's vanilla in it. I think the glazing on it is lemon.
That's actually pretty good Kleiner.
And it's from a supermarket.
Yeah.
But it's basically a fried donut.
Oh, you've got it all around. It's gonna taste like Kleiner
in the glass. It's good that we have a spare set of
glasses.
Glasses. We're not going to be using this glass for the next beer.
I mean, that was very Omnipollo style.
Yeah, we did. We went all in. I think I would have liked doing this cold as well. Like if it was, you dunked it. The thing is, the heat amplifies the flavor of alcohol.
Yeah.
So, in order to balance that, why does glögg work? Because glögg is fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Glögg is filled with sugar. This is also filled with sugar, I'm sure. It's a pastry stout.
But just not nearly enough to subdue all that alcohol. To me, it just...
And maybe it's because of bitterness as well. Wow, that was weird. It just took some of the drippings of the cake and it tastes a bit deep fried. Like deep fried stout with the lemon milk.
It just tastes... I mean, it gets really, actually very bitter.
Yeah.
From the heating up, actually. But I don't know, maybe it should be just... Yeah, I think maybe... I don't know. I don't know if it actually gets better if it...
Well, you don't have to heat it up.
No.
Like, it's up to you. It says you can.
No, but I mean, you should. You should. If they say it on the can, you have to do it.
It's the gimmick of the product.
Yeah.
The one sip I had from the beer not hot was pretty good. Yeah. But it did have some roast characters, some more old, like, not completely modern pastry stout that's not roasty at all.
I mean, it does get better when it's a bit more lukewarm instead.
Yeah, when the temperature dies down, it's tastier.
Because like the first sip was really just sweet, also very bitter, and very, like a lot of alcohol. It actually gets a lot better While you just
so maybe,
swirl it around.
yeah, maybe it's just because it was too hot.
It was too hot.
Drinking.
I think it was.
I fucked up again. Sorry, Omnipollo. No, like.
Now we gotta do this next year as well.
We gotta make a. But there is a Liefmans makes a glühkrieg, which is a krieg with running spices.
Malt wine.
Yeah, but you should open this because I can't because I have like insanely sticky fingers because I was playing around.
Sticky finger Peter.
And I'm gonna wait with doing anything with them until the next.
Are you sure this
episode?
I think you have opened this before.
Nope.
Are you sure? Jesus Christ. 15 years old.
Scotch. Got this from my mother's boyfriend Steen when he was traveling in. He's a travel guide. Travels around Europe with elderly couples in buses and shows them iconic places around Europe. And he's been to Scotland many times. And whenever he goes, he usually brings me back some small bottles of whiskey.
So this is complex, sweet and rounded with a spicy oak finish.
Fingers are so sticky.
This is the taste of distilling slower than anybody else in Scotland. Scotland. And of barley we dry by air, never peat. The flavor developed in bands.
Never peat.
Yeah, this is so.
And it says barley, wheat, and rye.
It says taste of distilling slower than anybody else in Scotland, or barley we dry by air, never peat. The flavor.
Barley we dry by air. I thought it said barley, wheat, rye.
The flavors develop in hand selected sherry. Wow, I think I need glasses. Hand selected sherry casks, balancing deep character with light vanilla notes.
Quite golden in color, definitely not colored.
More lighter than the Redbreast.
Yeah,
a little lighter.
Maybe that's because it's a finish, and maybe that's because that one was extended aged in the barrel. If you finish in the barrel, the color you get from sherry is dark.
Yeah.
But you need to age for a while to get the color. And some whiskeys that have more than golden colors, if they're finished in, it just says finished in sherry barrels, it's because it's colored with caramel afterwards to make it look darker. Hey! Grandma is also around playing with the girls. They're really shout out to grandmothers and wives for handling children when you need to make a Christmas calendar for a YouTube channel.
Love me some wives.
Loves me some grandmas. Episode 2. Here we go. Let's try the whiskey. Ooh.
Oh, that's
sharper than what we just had.
A lot sharper, yeah.
Sharp, biting, spicy. It's got some bright fruitiness, pear or something.
Yeah. I can see the pear.
Sherry is it's just like the essence of dry sherry. Whereas the other one was all the deep notes of sherry, almost like when you drink a sherry barrel aged lambic.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just...
This is much more
punching
in your fucking face.
Yeah, I mean...
There's a lot of pear.
It's really
like pear cider.
Yes, 43%, and then the other one was 46%.
But
it smells good though.
46?
Yeah, creamy caramel, and custard actually as well.
Oh, it's 43.
43, yeah, the other one.
You need glasses as well.
Yeah, I said 43. I said other one.
Oh yeah, that was 46.
Custard notes to me as well. I sit like a retard. Like a retard.
Can't say that word.
Oh no, I sit like a special person. It's just because I have sticky fingers. Let's try it.
Yeah, let's try it.
Pear and apple.
Yeah. Wow. That's a big difference, huh?
There's almost Calvados vibes to this.
Yeah.
And this is not sweet. Like compared to the other one, this is drier, this is spicier. It has maybe a hint of, it's got more oak too. It's like a lot of dry wood character.
It does actually have a lot of wood.
Loads of wood, but that's maybe because it's 15 years in the barrel. Apple, pear, stewed notes. A bit of bright fruitiness. Loads of wood. Like obscene amounts of wood.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like the wood flavor is almost like drying it out.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
A second sip is really nice. I'm getting like toasty notes. I'm getting a little bit of like a candied apple or something.
Yeah.
It's bright on
it's
the
very bright.
flavor profile for a whiskey that's this old. It's very different from the Redbreast. But last year we did, and I still have it, Glenfiddich 18.
And that was very...
This is miles ahead.
Yeah,
Glenfiddich 18 was like, I want to say
dog
trash.
shit.
Yeah, like it's still around for a reason.
I mean,
and like I have a sample bottle of this size of that, and it's still sitting there. Like we were so disappointed. Yeah. This is definitely much better.
I mean, it has a lot more character.
Yeah,
a lot more character.
I think maybe this one compared to the Redbreast has more layers.
Yeah,
but it's less palatable, especially for beginners.
Yeah.
And I like it the more I drink it than the first sip. The first sip was like, come on. And then the more you sip, okay, this is actually fairly decent Scotch.
But how does it pair
with a hot stout?
Hot stout.
Hot stout.
Cheers.
With the
Cheers.
Frosting in the glass. This is just the most unjust review I've ever done.
It is better the more it cools down.
Yeah, much better. More chocolatey.
More chocolatey, more sweeter.
There's cigar tobacco. More marshmallow.
And much more marshmallow.
Yeah. I think the recommendation for this, if you want to try it hot, just heat it a little bit so it's warm.
Yeah.
Don't make it.
No, don't make it 95 degrees.
It really grows in the glass. More vanilla too.
I love more vanilla.
And earthiness.
This is not half bad.
No, I don't think it's actually quite decent. I don't think I've ever heard of this distillery. Glengoyne.
No?
But it's a much better experience than drinking the 18 Glenfiddich last year.
A lot.
So in terms of a grade for the Omnipollo Hot Stout,
I think that's really difficult. Very, very hot.
It's
maybe 70, 60.
Maybe not that low, but I don't know. It's
maybe that's
it's really hard to rate. If we had to rate the stages of drinking it,
rating it.
But as an overall experience, I will say 85.
Yeah, like an overall, that's fine. I can agree with that.
Good enough.
Yeah,
it's not the favorite from Omnipollo for me, but it was fun heating it and the whole experience.
I mean, we haven't tried a hot stout before. So
I have
just
no
that in itself is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I have no plans heating my other barrel-aged stout.
Are you not? Are you gonna make a hot stout? But it's interesting.
Yes. And now we need to finish this episode. It's way too long. So
it's way too long.
We did the Omnipollo thing.
It's
we
gonna
put
be
pastries.
Nightmare to cut this video.
Yeah. Sorry, Peter. Oh, here. I'm
but hey.
myself. We drank it all.
We drank it all.
Fantastic. So maybe it wasn't too bad, or maybe it's because we talked so much, so we can just sit like. But if you guys enjoyed the second of this is the second of This is the second of Advent.
We're this drunk already.
2 beers.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's strong stuff. But we also had lunch quite a long time ago. So if you guys like this episode, give it a like. We usually never say that. What's going on? Fuck. Thanks for watching the Master of Puppets Grand Advent Calendar with me, Peter the Master of Puppets, and we never introduced you.
No, so, that's so late. Hey, like
General Goose.
The General Goose. Right.
Yes. Right. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for next weekend for the 3rd episode with more booze and more beer.
Oh God.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We're not gonna say cheers because we have empty glasses. But see you in a week.